to seek for guidance, to seek for umkhombandlela from abaphansi, from our ancestors. As we know, Andile and our war as Black First Land First is that of correcting historical injustice. We are facing a peace comrade, so we have came here to accompany the president of Black First Land First to come and kneel before his ancestors and ask for a way forward and ask for protection. So we are very happy that we have been able to materialize this day as Black First Land First, as it is going to mark one of the most historical moments within the establishment of the revolutionary movement such as Black First Land First. So as we mobilize, as we continue to spread the gospel, as the president has continued throughout the past weeks to continue and connect with his family, to connect with comrades, to connect with with people that have shaped and made sure that in a year such as 2018 today, we have this most important figure in the history of the African continent, that is Comrade Andile Mngxitama. We would remember that it is Comrade who said that if only he had another option or the second option, he would start the revolution with many more fewer comrades than he had initially started. So we just want to say to you, comrade, that the people that are here and the people that believe in this movement, they believe in you because you have been able to shed the light so that we can be able to confront those who have stolen our land and those who have genocided our ancestors. So comrades, once again, you are welcome, and we are going to give an ear to the comrade, the son of the soil, Comrade Andile Mngxitama, as he is going to give us steps in terms of how are we going to strengthen our fight against white monopoly capital so that we don't die in retreat, comrades, so that we can continue to be soldiers of the revolution. Siwulwele umhlaba nelizwe lethu singabantu abamnyama, kuba if asilwi singabantu abamnyama akekho umuntu ozoswela amandla awethu. Thank you.
Thank you, Comrade Deputy President. Comrade Andile, the Deputy President, has opened the floor. The floor is yours, my chief.
Israel too.
Africa.
Israel too.
Africa.
Africa.
Israel.
One setter.
One bullet.
One setter.
One bullet.
One bullet.
One setter.
Yalemoha. Baagi baitagel. Gompieno ke tlile fela go tlo kopa masole ka gonne ke simotse ntwa e leng gore ka 1994 ga ya tsamaya sentle. Ke kopa gore ke batla masole le Jesu le ena ke le sole laka o tsamaya ka ditonki jaaka tsamaya ka ditonki ka gone rona se batho ba ba sotlegang. I have declared war on the white establishment. Rere Magwala a chechele morago go ye rona ba pilwetse thata ko pele. Magware sotla. Mandela a rufile democracy ka 1994. Ke tla go tropong batho ba bitsa magwabo bus. Magware bitsa dikafore le nna fondaga no bitsa go tsemo mo kwale le lentšha ba faili be ke lebela ke re bona mo wena. That thing of yours is finished now. I have one problem. Yeah. Pambili nga jongi pambili. A presidente bua di tonki tangeri tsamaye. Pambili nga biela pambili. Give us a masole. I give us the politician. Give us a masole. I want to receive the give us a masole. Atukuluho. La patumamento. Give us a masole. I give us the politician. If we are not ready to die, if we are not ready to die, our children will be slaves like we are slaves. I don't want your votes, I want your commitment to stand with me to confront the enemy. Let me tell you something. When you join our movement, Black Friends Land First, one of you is equal to 100 of those who don't understand what we are fighting for. We mean it when we say land or death. We mean it when we say land or death. We are prepared to kill for our land as much as we must be prepared to die for our land. We mean it. Don't play games of politics. Don't come here if you want politics. There are many political parties which play politics. Expropriation without compensation. There's no land expropriation going to happen. They just want to expropriate your vote so that they can again serve the same white people. Land expropriation without compensation. Give expropriation of your votes without compensation, because they want your vote so that they can continue on the same road of defending white people. Cyril killed our people in Marikana. Those people were fighting for a living wage. You think you can vote for Cyril? Cyril will give you liberation when he calls the police to kill people who are simply asking for a living wage. He's not your leader. He's the leader of white people prepared to kill you in the interest of white people. L'Italian mafia le rekisang di sigarete ka mo pinyata. Le khona go tsamaya lo mongwe lona o na le go apara diaparo tsa basebetsi mare ka motasa ke ntse Louis Vuitton, Gucci, ra mo potsa re ditse bile lo tseo nna re itsamela ka bo pirikatini a re itse bo Gucci ke motho o tsamaya ka di Gucci le Louis Vuitton a ba apara diaparo tsa basebetsi mo godimo ga Gucci le Louis Vuitton. Why is it for a good Himuga? Himuga was it fair la Pusha? Himuga, Zika Abasebenzi, Zisa Kubo, Zinuga Latin Abasebenzi, Kanki Samano, Wangulu, who put the Swazu Kuja Abasebenzi. I am again asking you, help me to fight this battle. I have been away for too long. I have been away for too long. I have learned in the world. I have traveled the world. I have read the big books of the white man. And I know that there is no liberation without a resolution of the land question. I know because I've studied them. I have seen and I've gone to the world and I have seen the only people who have some liberation are those who have their land in their hands. Me and you are not liberated. What do you own? What is it? This shop for the Tamail. This photo shop for the Tamail. Even the fucking little who know to as a Talona. Tabele, I don't only Tabele. Tabele, I see a Photoshop, if you can't own a Photoshop, what are you going to fucking own? You can't own your own Photoshop in your own township and you talk about getting liberation. It's impossible. You must own the thing that belongs to you. Che coupa baloi, o China PLF, le gona go lwantsha makgwa boloi, re tlogele go lwana rona, re le batho ba bantsho, baloi tayang, na ke itse go tsantsene loya mang, tlogela go loyana. Ke batla baloi. Ke batla bonto dumela. Gona le bonto dumela mo potse. I don't know what you are like with this photo. Ndo dumela, kya moga. ka mistake ndo dumela ke mogata ka mistake ndo dumela o ntsa thipa e ka ntsa dumela wa ntlhaba ya no ke re ndo dumela ke go rata ka gore o itse go tlhaba mara o tlhaba for ke re ke mang o tlhaba batho ba rona nna ke tla go fa batho ba ba monate ba santse ba tlhabe ka thipa e I can't have this war, comrades, without you. I can't have this war. We can't win this battle. And quite frankly, I'm too tired. I've been saying the same thing for almost 20 years. I've gone out, comrades. I've fought battles with landless people in Mpumalanga. I've fought battles with landless people in KwaZulu-Natal. These black people who work for white people, and when they die, they have been told they can't be buried on the land where they were born. They are landless in life, they are landless in death. I am tired, comrades, that we allow these white people to treat us like this in our own country, in our own land. I ask you to join me to fight this battle, and let us fight it together, and let us fight it to the end. If you are not ready to die for this land, there's another 150 years, 350 years, we will not have this land. I'm from Achnar, Bankiti, Achnar Aletempa. Batubako Achnar, Batubako Johnny, Batubako John Ford, Batubako di Plasi. Anyway, you can call up a talk, we can not leadership in Sarona, Rukubilam Makwato, Walit, Nali, teacher about Obans. I led the struggle to get rid of white people. We can ask those teachers or go ask former Principal Kuman. We said we don't want white people in our schools, and we got rid of them. We were able to a little bit because I come back home, Mutunyana is living in township because he was my rival. However, we have to come together and say to him, it is not important my fight with you. The fight is elsewhere. So I am not happy that I come back here and he is being buried tomorrow. We will pay our respects because the enemy is not any black person, the enemy is white people. Now I just want to address two other matters. I get it because this is just a welcome. I'm coming back to watch. We're going to work here. We're going to politicize and conscientize our people to love themselves. We are going to elections in 2019. We are going to fight this battle inside Parliament and outside of Parliament. Politicians for Parliament are honorable. What is honorable about you leading a landless people in your own country and you call each other honorable? Honor in landlessness. We are going to tell them in Parliament. We are going to use Parliament to call for this war. But I want this war to be outside of Parliament as well. Beriago Serpantani, Beriago Hadioni, Beriago John Fori, Rafika Wakating, Raha, Yapuna Kaiti, Retana Motu, Yamakwa, Rabakuma Batuba, Retale Fatelarona, because you're not a Berakang, body plasting anyway. Comrades, I must send a message to a white man called Johan Rupert. Johan Rupert, Johan Rupert, synthesis. Johan Rupert, Johan Rupert says he met Steve Biko. Now Steve Biko is our prophet. Johan Rupert says he knows what Steve Biko would have said. Comrades, I just want to make it very clear that Johan Rupert has declared war on us black people. Julius Malema a little vendor on Red Beret. motho montsho dula se a re dumelang le mo dintsa dintsi mara re ka se dumele lekgowa gore le mosotla le morogake. We will defend all black people, including those who do not agree with us. Ariki, a little vendor with a red beret. Baba batho ba ntse ba betsa matsogo ba tshega. Julius Malema a buela go dikhoneng. Bothata ke gore Julius Malema o tsamela kopa tšhelete ko go Johan Rupert. A re Johan Rupert ke mphe madi ke lwantshe Zuma. Le kgwabe le mo fa tšhelete a ba lwantsha Zuma a ba ja tšhelete lekgowa a le mokgwa le morogakanong a sa kgona go bua ka gona o dira tšhelete ya lekgowa. We want to send a message not to Julius, he's our brother, we are going to liberate him. We are sending a message to Johan Rupert. Johan Rupert are Ibile Haritabi because he has control over the taxi industry bosses. We know what that means. Taxi industry bosses are people who are involved in killing other people. Johan Rupert says if we touch him, he's going to unleash upon us the taxi industry people. Now here's a message to Johan Rupert. Johan Rupert Husiami, it's okay. Pay the taxi industry bosses. But here is the deal. For each one person that is being killed by the taxi industry, we'll kill 5 white people. For every one black person we'll kill 5 white people. You kill one of us, we'll kill 5 of you. You kill one of us, we'll kill 5 of you. You kill one of us, kill 5 of you. You kill one of us, we'll kill 5 white people. We'll kill the children, we'll kill the women, we'll kill anything that we find on our way. Johan Rupert knows in the 80s we made a mistake. Kanako ele ANC buwa mo South Africa. Baba bataya in Kata Freedom Party, but in Luantana le ANC. MK be dira a mistake. Kaholuantana le IFP. We are not going to do that. Let them come kill us, no problem. Every time they kill one of us, we're not going to kill a taxi industry boss. We're going to kill all of them. They kill one of us, we kill how many? They kill one of us, we kill how many? They kill one of us, we kill how many whites? We kill the children, we kill the women, we kill their dogs, we kill their cats, we kill anything that comes before us. We are not going to do that anymore. Any black person who is bought by white people, he must know we don't care for him, we'll go for the real boss. Give me my friend, this is Pakistan, Bangladesh. Renali answers that first. We must work with them. They can't own everything. They must, in fact, make sure they don't compete with us. They can't have their own association which excludes us. We must all belong to the same business association. We must buy at the same place so that there's no competition amongst us. That is to do with those ones. But there's a problem. Here is a mall. Molo Eric Sandrona, the Onwakima. Comrades, the unemployed youth. The unemployed youth, we must all organize ourselves. We must go to the mall. Harifita Molo, Rebata Huiti, 2 things. Cheleterna Ipokai, Kimanga Onang Mall. Occasion to business more. Recite to the own Wakima. Rebata Share Lerona. Part of this war, comrade, is that we are organizing 50,000 RET soldiers. You must please sign up. Sign your name up for being an RET soldier. Organize a youth. Youth comrades were saying as VAF, everybody the pamphlet give us the youth, more than 2,000 in the Department of Labor. And if it takes a week, we will stay there for a week. If we are hungry, there are shops around there. We'll keep the dogs and we'll feed ourselves because we want our liberation. We must go to the Department of Labor. We must go to the Department of Labor. And we must say the following things, comrades. First, the benefit was 70. I was number 70 benefit challenge. I was in the challenge, comrades. And about 5,000 a week a month. 5,000 a month. What I feel is again. Siri the Casipilica 5,000. Remove the Sakotasi. About 5,000. Benefit training. I was a conic. Benefit was 7. I was a conic. Benefit 5,000. Now that program, comrades. Family, don't family. You comrades. Oh. Comrades, listen to that program. The program of the youth is a program of going to get our money. We say, comrades, training, if they fail to train us, another trainer they pay us. Another training. Failing of which, no problem, give us jobs. If they fail, no problem. We want 5,000 rand a month as a living wage. Elements of income. These children have been destroyed. They have no hope. They have no means of survival. How can they not go into drugs? Because these drugs, comrades, make them escape the difficulty of being alive in a situation which makes life impossible. These children are not bad children. These children have been made bad by the condition that makes white people rich. We are poor because they are rich, and unfortunately for us, our politicians are defending white people. The ANC is defending white people. It is the stumbling block to stop nonsense. So, sama hoa, koreska kona, makwari tabi, waya sare tabi. Bali few yan, bayi to kori government yarona, ito e malibo. So, comrades, let us move with that program. On the question, and then there's another question. Pensioners in Peter Marisbeck. Pensioners in Peter Marisbeck, they are asking for babata bonus. But two February Peter Marisbeck bari chelete imutana. Kana ko ya December ba khone go direla bana ba bona le ditlogolo tsa bona. Ba kupila gore puso e ba fe bonus. Puso ya rona ba tlo ba bonus. Ba gaetso, we must support the call of pensioners to get bonus. There is money in this country. Nobody must say there's no money. You know, just a week ago, this government wrote off 4.3 billion rand that was owned by white people, which was stolen from us. So there is enough money. Don't worry about money. What is not there is courage. So we support that program. But I must now deal with another problem here on Pravin Gordhan. Panzi mo Pravin Gordhan Panzi. Akiti kilikura lele yang le Pravin Gordhan. Why is Makula Center man rakona go bua le wala ko makuleng kwa re pela center re di carry le bona go mar le kula le nie man le terele tmakweng la re duba la re furuta le kwa le kula le, and then the kula le Pravin Gordhan is now making sure people are get killed. There's a man called Aurora, he has been killed in Johannesburg, he has been hit and shot. We are very worried, comrades. Pravin Gordhan is involved in creating conditions to kill people who want radical economic transformation. As I speak to you, I'm very worried about those that have stood against Pravin Gordhan. People like Brian Molefe. We say, hands off, Brian Molefe, hands off. We say to Pravin Gordhan, stay away from Brian. We say stay away from Dudu Myeni. Our brother, Saudi Mutwening. Kahuna Lena Mamota Saudi. Kalabakala Saudi. Uri feel 90% there. Avanza Sly. Molito Holamako. Pambili was Saudi Pambili. The message we are sending to Pravin is the following. Announce publicly that the people that we have mentioned, their lives are not under threat. We want Pravin to do so, to say he's not involved in the murder of people that we know of a radical economic transformation. It is a call that we must make because we believe Pravin Gordhan is involved in a conspiracy of murder. And Pravin Gordhan is involved in a conspiracy to privatize from Denel up to the SABC. That is why we call for our people to stand up and say Pravin must go. Pravin is one of our biggest problems. He's the biggest defender of white monopoly capital, and now we see he's involved, he's ready and willing to kill. Panti for Pravin Gordhan Panti. Panti for Pravin Gordhan Panti. Comrades, I can't emphasize more. The only reason I'm here today is to say to you, we want Masol. I have many Masol Lehemo. Bana skolo li bona, ba tla hang ko di plasing, ba bang bana re dira politiki li bona. Ba ga etso black first land first is our shield and is our sword. Black first land first is our shield and is our sword. I am giving you today a shield and a sword so that we can fight and defeat the enemy that defeated our people since 1652. It is your organization, it is not my organization. I have faith in you. Together we can confront the enemy, and together I believe we can destroy the enemy. The enemy has nowhere to go, comrades. The enemy is weak, but the enemy is using us because we are divided. That is why we defend people like our comrade Batwasa Mati, because my father Limotroye, Ntate Zuma, my wife Limotroya, Motoya Capone, Pampirita Maquarisha, Edgura, the Chivita Mako, Mahuamu defender, Jagar defender about to both Babantu, Babata hang under attack Yamakoa. Comrades, we want the RDP house, but the RDP house is not enough. There's enough wealth for us to live well. Why do white people live in town and we live here? Why white people there and us here? Then some of us are even further, for the extension is happening by base, new places, because we don't have land. So we say this province has enough resources. But the problem is platinum age platinum it's not comrade Raho meeting go Janala. Our message is going to be organize yourself, take the mines. Organize yourself, take the mines. We don't want the wage anymore. We want the mine itself. We don't want to work for anybody. We want to work for ourselves because this is God's gift to us. The first thing you must do, you must tell your pastor, in other words, the first sin is the sin of colonialism. If your church is not ready to help you fight to return the things that God has given you, that church is not a holy church. modimo wa rona mo ntse o tshwanang le rona a re fe botlhale gore kgone go busetsa dilo tsa rona mo diatleng tsa rona re ke phete gape ntate modimo re file South Africa e na le digauta tse dintsi thata ka go ntate modimo ga re rata o ne itse re tla phela sentle ka ntlha gore re na le moruo o go fitla bo satane ba tle ka dikepe ba tsa dilo tsa rona gompieno nna le wena ga re na sepe empa modimo a re file digauta a re file diamond a re file le platinum o re file a lot in this country but white people took it and our churches are actually not telling the truth. If they spoke the truth, they will say we must pray from tomorrow that the children of Satan must be weakened. The children of Satan must go to hell. The children of Satan must have diseases. The children of Satan must remember where they come from so they leave our country. Me and you can enjoy the wealth that God has given us. Give me an amen there. In conclusion, comrades, I am back, comrades. Ek is terug. Ke buile. Ke re bagaetso ek is terug ke buile but watch us through, comrades. We can take now next year. Ke botsa ba. Ke mang e misale tsogo fa o sa register. Ke mo o sa register go vote. O sa register go vote. So the first thing we must do as soldiers of radical economy transformation is to make sure that we are registered. We are going to Parliament next year. 2020, Black First, Land First is taking over the municipality of Tlokwe. Ka 2020 ya fela khanyeo. Black First, Land First di tlo bona ka rona re ke Parliament next year. Tšhelete ba re fang yona ya mogolo ra o kgaoganya a ke re ba re ke ka 80,000 wa go tsamaya ka 20,000 hela re tsamaya ya mang re fa dikompani tse ding tse seng ko Parliament tse berekelang mokgatlo go re godisa mokgatlo go ne go lola tikologo a re romelle batho ko Parliament gore ba go nna body minister ka ba body honorable. You go there, you are a revolutionary minister. When people in Kayelicha are there protesting because there's no water, because there's fire, our members of parliament will go to the protest. They will taste the tear gas just like the ordinary person. Our minister, our members of parliament, we will also feel the pain of a rubber bullet with our people. We don't stop being revolutionary because we're going to that parliament. We are not for parliament. We are going there to destroy parliament. Parliament must serve our people. We are going there to destroy the constitution because they don't serve our interests. So help us, comrades, be soldiers of change. Tell others who fit the mukhato oboncha, who fit the mukhato of Black First, Land First, Arimancha, because we are the children of those who stood up when the white men arrived here. We are the children of Bambata, we are the children of Mushweshwe, we are the children of Kinshaka, we are the children of Biko, we are the children of Krisani, we are the children of Basikukushe. Family of Basikukushe family. Why am I Jola? Why Majola and Basikukushe are the only two people from Potchefstroom who went to Robben Island. Viva Boy Majola, viva! Viva Basikukushe, viva! I was taught politics and ideology by Basikukushe. I was at school when the white man there with a gun, but the Batamota Sengadi Tunya Kanaparuna, the Quality Betamana Liriki Popejan, Betamon location in, Betamana Basikukushe, Abadamokona Dura Mofati. With this TV, we gotta give money. Abarikiona problem ya khao. Abampadi buka basi kushe. Ari bala ke tlo bona after a week. After a week ke fitare mpesa maru ba dilei. Ya motlhalo se tsa ne country. Tamo bala gape ba bala sente. Ka ke ya go mora go tlo bala gape. A ke boare mpesa maru ya re ya shota papa. Tama gape. Ka mokhukhung ke bala ke tsa dictionary ke le ngwana wa high school ke bala dibuka tsa ideology of black consciousness ole a ba re no ka re go tlhalenyana ya tlhapwa a ba ntse a ba nkisa ko thabeng nna ke tega dipolase ya kitse next kopana le mono mongwe le o ka re wa jimanyana so a ba re he monna tlhalosetsa motho gore what is black liberation ke tlhalosetsa motho ka bua se sa go vetsi ke sa se utlwe sentle ne mara nna ke tsama mo ba se nthutileng teng ha ba se ba tloga re bua le motho he was a little bit old and meet this man after all that comrades bere tsama ba se ba bolela a re wa itse ke di mistake tsa gago ke mo next week ra boela ko monneng wodi Tamudimo comrades, next week, Basiku Kusha was a man of great energy, a tall man, a man of great energy and great bravery. Basabu Timo, Basiku Kusha, Kanawaela Parteji, Udakona Pamela Makua. That is why, by the Mutwara, another 18 years, Mamala Robben Island. Family wa Basiku family. Ata Bonagua, and a Sakanika Keju, what jump Pamutole, Abanoga Ari, Pipi Kusha is here. We went to that man, and after the second time I left Tabe confident that I know what is black consciousness. You know who that man was? Khoto Kumalo. Basi Kukushe taught me to deal with Khoto Kumalo. He was there reading books of Marx, but Basi Kukushe taught me. One thing in Kusambutuku, I have not trained enough young people in the same way that Basi Kukushe had trained me. Basi Anaro Pale, who summarize over and over again, and I'm a perfect product of that hard labor. Basi Unanse Pisa Home Bait, Alize. Zero guy, hero. Oh, why is it another credit now? Basi. Family. No, what we are going to do, comrades, I'm going to come back next year. I'm going to give a lecture on Basi Kukushi. The first memorial lecture of Basi Simpwe Kukushi I'm going to give so that we know, amongst us from here, Queenstown, God gave us a leader and an intellectual who went to Robben Island called Joe Slovo. Unarada le quality Joe Slovo. After Robben Island, Basi Kukusha at Bamufa black consciousness. Allah ta Joe Slovo call a sighting. Allah ta libitola khafe la seto. In Simpiwe. After Robben Island, he was called Simpue Basi Kukusha. On top of his eye here, he had a scar. He was beaten by ANC people when he left them to join black consciousness. So I'm going to give you this lecture. Who was Basi Kukushe? Mawila Ukai. Luna Haliti Mawila. Mawila is a brother of Basi Kukushe. Mawila is like this because he stood up just like his brother. When his brother was in Robben Island, white people came here in the middle of the night. They got that young man. They put him inside of a sack. They drove with him to the Val River. They threw him in the Val River. They drowned that man. But today, Mawila is like this because of torture of white people, because his brother has stood up to fight for our liberation. Mawila is our hero. Mawila family. You must know your heroes. Your heroes are not those the white people say are your heroes. Because it is my last stand of my life. I don't want that I end my life without correcting the things that need to be corrected. Potchefstroom is the base of revolution here. White people knew when they arrived here they had resistance. But you see, comrades, we have lost that capacity because Barifile Divotu, Babare Mandela, Urifile Tukoloho, Bernabere Amokhela Tukoloho Yamahala Eo. Today we are what we are. The first thing that we must do is to kill the little white man inside our heads. Makua ater lefati, awafeta hota lefati, bakinza munna munyani wale kuwa, umokhare khadi chokota runa, aruza makuna khana chaka mutomonsu, lekuanya na lele nyani le, lukubita kafuri, every day inside your head is the one that is controlling you. We must kill this little white man inside our head first, because if we do so, will not be afraid of white people. Izwe lethu siyawuthatha umhlaba, siyawuthatha. 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 Izwe lethu iAfrika. Comrades, in conclusion, I can only say I'm inviting you, those who are ready to become soldiers in this revolution, join BLF, make it your organization, build it, get leaders. Those who don't listen, recall them. Take the message to our people. Say to them, there's a new hope, there's a new possibility. We don't have to live like this. Another world is possible. Israel too. Africa. Thank you very much.
Amandla. Ayasaba mabwala. Awuye. Ayasaba mabwala. Awuye. Aytubola tubola. Tubola tere. Kete mama niyagele. Mama niyagele. Mama niyagele. Before we close the program, 3 summary points I sent to the President.